technologies. So just very quickly, we've got 6 areas that I'm going to talk about. First, is 2018 going to be the year of the mobile enterprise? Is your enterprise really API-led? Because that's really what's going to lead to success. We're going to talk about augmented reality, machine learning and AI and deep learning, the rise of conversational interfaces, and then IoT. So a lot of really good, important content here. Okay, let's get started. I love this slide. I hope that one day maybe I can stop using it. But maybe 2018 will finally be the year of the mobile enterprise. I guess I could have gone all the way back to 2011, as that was going to be the first year of the mobile enterprise after the release of the original iPad, which were given out to executives like they were on the set of Oprah. But all joking aside, we have made some real strides as an industry. Much of the foundational pillars of mobile enterprise solutions have been made. We have mobile development platforms like Accelerator, Phone the App, or native iOS and Android development. We have MDM and MAM suites in place to manage our apps and their devices. We've decided upon BYOD, CYOD, or corporate-owned, personally used device strategies. But where we have fallen a bit short is in actually getting apps out to our employees and partners, perhaps because we've been more focused, and maybe rightly so, on the customer-facing mobile solutions. But I've often felt that mobile often offers the biggest technology shift since the web and the greatest opportunity for business process reengineering in decades. But as we look at some of the statistics here from a CEDO research and Aperion study, we've not actually created a lot of apps for our workforce. 7 in 10 of companies have deployed less than 10 apps for their employees, not just to one employee type like salespeople, but across the entire organization. It's not enough. And many of the apps that we have delivered aren't the game-changing high-impact apps. More than half are related to productivity in general or travel and HR. I mean, it's important things that we need to do, but, not big-time impact. Another quarter are related to sales tools, and all too often, those are simply access to product information and CRM data. So we have much work still to do to identify the real opportunities for impactful mobile apps across all employee types in our organizations. So let's make this year, 2018, the year of the mobile enterprise. Simply said, an API-led enterprise is going to be a more successful mobile enterprise. Or on just about every mobile development engagement, the biggest challenge we face is integration with the back end, the corporate systems of record. Most back-end systems simply weren't designed to handle the number of calls and real-time nature that mobile typically entails. And as a result, the cost to design new web services and make changes to the back ends to support the new business processes enabled by the mobile app can take a significant portion of the mobile app's budget. Further, mobile apps usually pull data from many sources to create a holistic solution. They pull from ERPs and CRMs and all sorts of other cloud-native platforms like Watson or Azure or Box, who present all their data via APIs, furthering the need for a corporate integration strategy that talks in the lingua franca of REST and JSON, not point-to-point integration, SOAP, and XML. So having an API-driven integration strategy, of course, enables reuse and helps you leverage the same data sources across any number of apps. So further, especially if you decompose those services into more and more granular microservices, it also lines up very well with the more agile development process where you can easily add new discrete features across the kind of rapid release cadence that is expected in mobile apps as opposed to the extended release cycles of legacy technologies. I wanted to touch on another integration-related topic, API gateways versus an MBaaS, or mobile backend as a service. Many clients see this as an either-or rather than a both-and, and it's most definitely a both-and. While there is some overlap between these different platforms, they also serve very different purposes. An MBaaS greatly simplifies the life of the mobile developer, making it very easy to integrate to their applications with all sorts of different back-end systems without having to worry about what's different across those source systems. They just hit the MBaaS, which normalizes the integration methods for them. MBaaSs also generally help with things like push notifications, online offline sync, caching, and identity management too. API gateways, on the other hand, play a more prominent role in things like API management and monitoring and security. And they're also used when connecting to desktop or web applications that wouldn't leverage the MBAS at all. So ensure that your architecture incorporates both sets of tools.